Yes, dear students, I am your Srinivasa from Sri Sai Sadhbhaavana School. Now we are continuing the class Food and Digestion. Okay, up to here we have studied which are the things, that is ingredients, or what are the materials, or what we call it as carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals, and these are the items which are present in our body, in how much quantity they have to be consumed, everything we have studied. And we have also studied about the balanced diet. So what should be eat most and what should be eat more, what should be eat moderately and what should be eat less, we have discussed. Okay. And next we have discussed about the digestion also. From where the digestion starts? Yes, from the mouth it starts. From the mouth it starts and it ends in the anus. It ends in the anus. From the mouth, the food passes through the esophagus to the stomach. In the stomach, the food stay from 1 to 4 hours. Okay, next it enters to the small intestine, which has more length, that is about the 6.9 meters. It has the length of 6.9 meters or 7.1 meter. Okay, then from there it breaks into very, very small pieces. In the stomach, it enters in the form of a small pieces and exits. That means when it comes out, that means in the end, it is in the liquid form. So in the small intestine itself, the villi, the small organs which are called as villi, they absorb the food items. They absorb the food items and the large intestine, next come to the large intestine and there the water content is absorbed and in the anus, the food is passed through. So up to here we have studied. Next come to the healthy eating habits. Healthy eating habits. So I will read, wash both hands before and after every meal. Always eat at a fixed time. Eat slowly and chew the food properly before swallowing. Avoid overeating. Always eat a balanced diet. Never eat uncovered or and stale food. Avoid eating preserved food. Try to eat fresh food only. That means what are the eating habits? That means for the eating also we have to maintain some rules and regulations. Okay, then only the food what we eat is become a medicine to our body. Otherwise, it becomes a waste or it may become poison also. One time it become poison also if you not take in a proper way. Okay, for that reason only somebody will get stomach pain, motions, okay, fever, cold. They may come from the food only or by the water. So taking the food is also a in a good manner is good for our health. Okay, wash both hands before and after every meal because in our hands so many germs are present. So wash it by the soap or anything which is to be used for hand wash. Okay, first clean the hands properly. Next, always eat at a fixed time. There is a fixed time should be there. Okay, in the morning, 8:30 or 9 o'clock breakfast. Okay, in the afternoon, 1 o'clock lunch. In the night, 7:30 to 8 or 8 to 9. In that time, you have to take the dinner and we'll go to bed after taking the meal 1 hour before that you have to take the meal. Okay, before going to bed you have to finish your dinner before 1 hour. So it should be in a fixed intervals. That means fixed time. Okay, eat slowly and chew the food properly before swallowing. That means hurry burry eating, it is not good for health. Okay, eat slowly and chew the food. That means cut it and mix it with the saliva. It is very good for health. Here 50% itself here it is digested if you chew it properly. Okay, then swallow it. Okay, eating in hurry means it is not cut into small pieces. Okay, it will enter esophagus may damage. Esophagus may damage because it is a tube-like structure. Okay, if sharp things are there, it will not damage. Next, when it enters into the stomach, there also it needs or it need more time to digest. If you are not chew properly, it takes more time. It may digest or may not digest. Okay, so stomach pain will cause. So for that reason only, chew the food properly. Next, avoid overeating. Always eat a balanced diet. Overeating, that means don't take, if the taste is more, don't eat it. Okay, for that reason only we are saying the balanced diet. Okay, balanced diet. If some masala item or pani puri or gobi, if it is a good taste, we are eating more, but our stomach will not digest it. So you have to take the balanced diet to avoid overeating. Avoid overeating. Always eat a balanced diet. Never eat uncovered and stale food. Never eat the food which is uncovered and stale food. Avoid eating preserved food. Try to eat fresh food only. Eating preserved food. Somebody will make the rice in the morning and keep it in the fridge. In the evening, they are using it. So avoid that. Eat the fresh food only. Prepare the food at the time when you are eating. Okay, that is good for our health. Next come to cooking food. Next come to cooking food. So what is the meaning of cooking? Yes, your mother is doing in the home cooking. What she do? She will take rice, everything, and she will keep it in the cooker and everything. And afterwards, she make it into a good food, converting it into a good food. What we are using the gas stove or anything that is heat. We are using to convert the raw food into a cooked food. We are using the heat. So how it is important? For what purpose we are cooking the food? We will study here. Okay, cooking food. There are some food stuff that can be eaten raw. Some need to be cooked. Cooking kills germs. It also makes the food soft, tasty, and easier to digest. So why we need cooking? Because some we will eat raw. Raw means as it is. Raw means as it is. Okay. For example, carrot. Okay. Some others. Okay. We will eat raw as it is. Radish. We will eat as it is. Apple. All those things we will eat raw. But some vegetable has to be cooked. Some vegetable has to be cooked to kill the germs as well as to soften it because our body cannot digest them as if you eat raw. Our body cannot digest them, so we have to soften it. For example, rice. What you see the rice, it is before cooking, it is very hard. After cooking, it becomes smooth. It becomes smooth. So our body will digest easily. For that reason only, we are cooking the food to soften the food. For what purpose we are cooking? To soften the food and help. It helps to the digestion. It helps to the digestion. Okay. Some need to be cooked. Cooking kills germs. Not only softens, it kills the germs which are present inside the our food, inside the food. Okay. It may contain some small bacteria. We can't see them. Okay. It kills that germs also. It also makes the food soft, tasty also. Not only soft, it makes it a food tasty. Okay. By adding salt to it, our rice become tasty. Okay. Easier to digest. That is the main thing. Easier to digest. Okay. First, how we will cook? Here they have given 5 points. I will read it. Wash all raw food, stuff well before cooking to free them from dust and germs. Water in which pulses and grains are washed should not be thrown away as it contains vitamins. Use this water while cooking. Wash fruits and vegetables before cutting them. They lose their nutrients if washed after cutting. For boiling, take just as much water as is necessary so that the water which has absorbed nutrients from the food is not thrown away. Do not overcook or reheat food, it destroys nutrients. So these are the measures to take while cooking the food because to keep all the nutrients which are present in the food safe. Okay. Wash all raw food stuff well before cooking to free them from dust and germs. Because while you are purchasing, we are purchasing from the market. There are so much of dust, everything. Okay, that will sit on the food material. So what we have to do? Just wash them. Vegetables and fruits are must and should wash after before using. Okay, before using, you must and should wash them. Otherwise, the germs it will enter into our body and the diseases may cause. Okay. Water in which pulses and grains are washed should not be thrown away as it contains vitamins. Use this water while cooking. When you washing the pulses and grains, that means the dal, all those things, dal, rice and everything, don't throw them because the vitamins and everything that are present in that water only. So don't throw them. Use while cooking. Use while cooking. Okay. Use this water while cooking. Next, wash fruits and vegetables before cutting them. Before cutting the vegetables and fruits, wash them. Before cutting itself, you have to wash. After cutting, your wash means the vitamins which are present inside the fruits, they will wash away. So they lose their nutrients if washed after cutting. After cutting, don't wash it. Before cutting, you have to wash, for example, carrot, beetroot, that potato, everything. Before cutting into pieces, you just wash it and after that, you have to cut it. For boiling the rice or anything, take just as much as water it is necessary so that the water which has absorbed nutrients from the food, it is not thrown away. While boiling, what happens? The nutrients which are present in the rice or wheat or ragi or anything that are absorbed by that water are that absorbed by that water. So if you throw that water, the vitamins or minerals, everything will go out. So use the water how much you need for cooking it. For that reason only we are cooking the food in the cooker. So in the cooker, if how much water you have to keep, that much is there. So no enzymes or nothing we have thrown out. Without cooking in the cooker, so if you keep more water, you have to throw the water outside. So it will, that means we are throwing away the nutrients. So use the water how much required for cooking purpose. Do not overcook or reheat food. That means do not overcook. If overcook, it will turns into black color. Okay, it loses its everything. That means nutrients and everything. Okay, it converts it into waste carbon. And reheat the food. If you make that food and once again you are reheating, it is also dangerous to our health. Okay, it destroys the nutrients. It destroys the nutrients. Okay, these are the things which have to follow while cooking the food. Next, different foods are cooked in different ways. See how different foods are cooked in different ways. For example, steaming. By the steaming, we cook the idlis. By using the steam, we cook the idlis. We are not using any water or oil, anything to cook the idli. Just by the steam, they will cook. Okay. Boiling eggs. Eggs are boiled. Frying puri. Okay. Puri and everything are frying in the oil. Baking cakes. They are heating. Just by heating, you will make the cakes. Roasting meat. By the roasting, that means directly in the fire, we will keep them, or in the vessel, we will keep them and roast it. Okay, that is the meat. These are the ways. That means by steaming, boiling, frying, baking, and roasting, we will cook the food. These are the different methods of cooking. These are the different methods of cooking. Next, come to food preservation. After boiling or after cooking the food, we have to preserve it. We have to store it for some time. Okay, how we have to keep it? Otherwise, after cooking also, it may become poison. If you are not stored in a proper way, it becomes poison. So you have to store it in a proper way. Food preservation. Preservation means storing. Okay, you have to keep preserve. Preserve means in safety way. Keeping in safety way. The process of treating food in a way that preserves it for a long time is called food preservation. That means not only the cooked food, okay, the other things also to be stored for a long time. For example, pickle. If you make them in this season, that means in the mango season, for the next year also we are using it. So that is also called preserving. Honey, okay, ghee, everything we are preserving to the for some more days. Okay, how you have to preserve it? They have given here. Okay, that is called as food preservation. That means keeping the food safety. That means the process of treating food in a way that preserves it for a long time. For a long time, it should be preserved. Okay, not only for the day, whatever you have cooked, for next to the other for some days, we are keeping them in a good condition. That is called as food preservation. That is called as food preservation. Next, we can, how here they have given the 4 points to how to preserve the food. How to preserve the food? We can preserve our food in the following ways: freezing meat, dehydrating peas, salting pickles, sweetening jam, canning through fruits and juices, etc. We can save milk by pasteurization technique. Mint and coriander are preserved by sun drying. Meat, milk and eggs are kept in refrigerator at a lower temperature for preservation. Okay. How? I will explain one by one. We can preserve our food in the following ways. Freezing meat. That means meat should be kept in the fridge. Okay. Fridge by freezing it into some lesser degree centigrade. Okay. In that degree, in that lesser temperature, the microsomes or the bacteria cannot live. Okay, they will die and they cannot once again reproduce. So freezing is freezing the meat. Dehydrating peas, that is the all the dals, they are dehydrating. That means remove the water content. What is the meaning of dehydrating? Removing the water content. That means they are kept in the sun heat. Okay, that means what we call it as we are drying them. We are drying them in the sunlight. We are drying them in the sunlight. So the water content which is present in the dals, everything, it is evaporated. So they become store. They are capable of storing for so many days. Okay, salting pickles. To the pickles we are adding the salt. In the salt, the germs or the bacteria cannot develop. Okay, it protects the pickle. It protects the pickle and sweetening the jam. Jam is also should be prepared. Okay, next after canning in airtight cans. The air should not enter into the anything. So if the air enters, it spoils the food. So in an airtight cans, they are storing the food and juices, etc. They are storing the containers. That is the juice butter. Have you seen? No, they are manufactured for using before 3 months or 4 months. That means up to that time we are usable them. We are used them. That means in an airtight cans or in an airtight bottles or in an airtight tins containers like that. We can save milk by pasteurization technique. This is one of the technique. That means heating the milk and making it into cool and keeping in the fridge or anywhere. This how what we are getting the milk, that is pasteurized milk. In the pockets we are getting no, that is the pasteurized milk. That means they are taking them from the farmers. Okay, they are taking to the dairy. There they will heat it and then they will once again they will cool it and once again they will add something and they are removing that butter, everything, fat and everything. Then once again they will pack them and they will send for the using. So this process is called as pasteurization. Mint and coriander are preserved by sun drying. Once again, removing the water content. That is mint and coriander. Okay, they are all preserved by the heating or drying by the sun. Meat, milk and eggs are kept in refrigerator at lower temperature for preservation. But they are not in the fridge. Just will keep it for 1 week or 5 or 6 days or 1 or 2, 3 days. That's all. But to long preservation, they have some things, that means some chemicals are there to add them. Okay, to preserve them, we have to add some chemicals. Like salt is also a chemical. Okay, that is added for the pickles. Okay, like that, so many things are added for the preserving the food. Okay, this is how the food preservation is done. Once again, I will read. The process of treating food in a way that preserves it for a long time is called food preservation. We can preserve our food in the following ways: freezing meat, dehydrating peas, salting pickles, sweetening jam, canning through fruits and juices, etc. We can save milk by pasteurization technique. Pasteurization is a technique, okay, it is a process. Heating the milk and cooling, once again cooling, and they have removing a fat and everything. Once again they have packed in the packet and they are sending. Okay, there is a process. Pasteurizing is a process. Next, mint and coriander are preserved by sun drying. Okay, meat, milk, and eggs are kept in refrigerator at a lower temperature for preservation. We are keeping everything in the fridge. Okay, for what purpose? It is the preserve, to preserve them safely. Okay, so this ends your lesson. Here they have given the fact file. Average length of small intestine in an adult male is 6.9 meters or 22 feet 6 inches. Just imagine, 22 feet means how much long it is. Okay, this is 1 feet. Okay, this type of feet 22, or what you are using the scale, it is half feet. That 6 inches is half feet. That means 44 times that length. The length of the intestine is 44 times of that scale. That in an adult female, it is 23 feet 4 inches or 24 inches. It is approximately 2.5 to 3 centimeter in diameter. That means this much bigger diameter, like this. Okay. Next, let us summarize. We get all essential nutrients from food. That means the food what we are taking is consists of all the nutrients what our body needs. Proteins help in bodybuilding. Carbohydrates and fats provide energy. Vitamins and minerals protect us from diseases. So proteins are bodybuilding materials. Carbohydrates and fats provide energy. Okay. Once again, vitamins and minerals protect from us from the diseases. Roughage are the fibers present in our body. That is, roughage is the fiber which is present in our body. Food is an energy source, but it has to be changed into usable form. Food is an energy source, but it can be converted by the digestive system. Our body cannot directly use it. So it should be converted into a usable condition. Digestion is the process through which food is broken down into a soluble form. That means by the digestion, the food is converted into as a usable form that is easily absorbed by our body. The digestive system consists of mouth, food pipe, stomach, small, large intestine, rectum, and anus. These are the parts which are work together in the digestive system. Cooking makes the food soft, tasty, and easy to digest. Which makes the food tasty? Cooking. Proper food habits make us healthy and fit. That means the proper food habits. That means eating in a fixed intervals and eating the balanced diet. Everything makes our body fit and healthy. What is the meaning of fit? We are very fit. We are saying no, we are fit. That is healthy. Healthy means without any disease. Fit means to do any work, to do any strong work. Okay. So this is, they are given some here. Take a bite from a piece of bread and chew it for some time. You will find that the bread tastes sweet. This is because saliva changes starch present in the bread into sugar. That means in the bread, sugar is there, but after chewing it, first when you keep the bread, it not taste the sweet. After chewing it for some time, it changes into sweet. That means the saliva changes the starch into sweet. Saliva converts the starch into sweet. Are you understand my point? When you eat first, you can't taste the sweet. After eating for some time, that means after chewing some time, okay, you will feel the bread sweet. Keep a fruit or a slice of bread outside in a open. After a few days, you can see some greenish black substance, mildew growing on it. Mildew grows in warm weather. That means spoiling the food. Food has spoiled. Okay, when you keep some food outside, something will grow. Okay, black color it will grow, or greenish black color it will grow. Okay, that is the fungus or fungi. Okay, it spoils the food. It spoils the food. Next, come to the self-assessment. Okay, we will finish it in the now itself. Okay, I hope you understand very well about this lesson. Okay, thank you very much. Have a nice day. Please like and subscribe our channel. Thank you very much.